Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick unboxing of a Kastking Calibrate Line Spooler. A lot of times when I spool a line, I have a hard time getting the right amount of tension on the line for the spool. And I don't know about you guys, but you know, a lot of times your line will come in a 200 or a 300 yard spool, and you go ahead and spool up your line and you don't put all that line on there, especially if you're using backing like you should. But then you're always kind of wondering, is there enough line on there to do another reel, or even when you do a second one, is there a possibility of doing a third? What I really like about this is it has a line counter on it, so it'll tell you how many feet of line you put onto your reel or take off of the spool. And then you could just take a Sharpie or something like that and write it on the spool how much is left. That way you know. You get down to a certain amount, you know you don't have enough to put on a reel, so you can set it aside, and if it's fluorocarbon or even mono, you can set it aside for and use it as leader material. So again, this is the Kastking Calibrate Line Spooler. I picked this up off of the website. It was $39.99. You can get it in different colors. You can get it, I believe, in black, which you see here, orange, which is kind of Kastking's trademark color, and then they also have it in blue. So this particular unit comes with the line spooler counter. It also comes with a couple of the line keepers that you can put on your spool. You run the line through there and cinch that up so you don't have to use tape or a rubber band or something like that. So those are kind of nice. And then this particular model for the $39.99 comes with a bonus pair of scissors on the back for line cutting. So that's kind of nice. You can keep it with your line counter, and as you're spooling reels and stuff, you always have a pair of scissors there. Here's the scissors, just a small pair of line scissors. They got a nice big loops in them. For your fingers to fit in there nice. I don't know how well they cut line. I'm sure they cut mono and fluoro really well. There's always some question on the braid. So let's just grab some braid quick and pull it out. Let's see how these do. I'm always curious. I don't have high expectations. Braid is tough to make a pair of scissors, but these do have a serrated blade, so they might be pretty good. Wow. Actually, I'm pretty shocked at how well that cuts. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it snips that off, and this 65-pound braid quite easily. So, wow, that's a nice little bonus to get with the line cutter, is a pair of scissors like that actually cut braid that easily. So, pretty cool. Here's the two line keepers that I talked about for your spools. These are just nice. You can slip these around the spool and then tighten this up to the size of the spool. There's a line right here, so you can feed your line through that hole, and then you can just leave this on there and pull the line through, and when you're done, just put it back, and then that way you don't have line all over the place. I think you can buy these separately on the Kastking site as well, but this is, again, a nice little bonus deal to get with the line counter. So let's take a look at the line counter itself. I have not used this yet, and I think what we'll do is a future video on how to use it, but it's pretty straightforward. You've got two settings on here. There's one for spinning and casting, and it's because this either hangs, it'll either hang below or above your rod, so that when the line is going through here, it'll count it for you on the counter right here. And it's, you know, it's set up for a spinning reel and a casting reel. So this stores underneath here, so we just take that out, we put that in here, and then we can lock that for your spool. And then as you can see, there's a spinning here, and there also is a casting. So we turn that and we line that up on the back side with this arrow. And then that's set up for a spinning rod. And then if we pull this down and turn it, then it's set up for a casting rod. And again, this piece swings and goes onto your rod. You can see where there's space here for the rod to go through. And depending on if it's casting or spinning, it'll hang on the rod. And then again, what's really nice is it has this resettable line counter on the front to count how much line you're taking off the spool and putting on the rod. That's the unboxing of the Kastking Calibrate Line Spooler with free scissors or bonus scissors and a couple of line keepers. We'll probably do a future video on this, on how to actually use it to spool the line. But I will tell you the feel of it, it feels substantial, and it feels like it's going to do the trick. For $39.99, I think it's really going to help you spool your reels and get that right tension on them, and even better, be more efficient at using the line on your spool so you know how much is left. Thanks for watching.